let's talk about 2022 business goals. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Sandra and I started my own interior design firm last year and some change ago. And in this video, I'm going to briefly share my journey of what I'm going to be doing to achieve these goals and touch up a little bit on last year. So to recap last year, I acquired 9 full service clients and 11 e-design clients. I offer 2 services, full service and e-design, so those are like my 2 main kind of components on how I earn design money income. To say the least, I had a really busy year last year, and 90% of the time that I went on consultations or I had a consultation, I landed the job. Now that may not always be such a good thing. I briefly met with a business coach. I just had like this consultation set up, so I don't actually have a business coach, but she told me that I am most likely like undercharging or undervaluing my fees. So what I am going to be doing this year is restructuring and adjusting my pricing. Now that I have more experience under my belt, I feel a little bit more confident in the price that I am worth, because when I started, I had no idea what to charge, what my worth was. So I was pretty low. I was pretty much on the low end, but now this year we are making some big changes for more growth. So I have some short-term goals that I kind of consider are a high priority and need to be done right away. And then I have my long-term goals that are just kind of spread out for the year. So starting with my short-term goals, I have a few lists that I kind of already done in a way. Some still need to be completed. First one is a website. For those that don't know, I have not launched a website since I started my business, and I know this is kind of a bad thing, but I wasn't too pressed on releasing a website because I was constantly getting clients even without a website. So I didn't really consider that a priority, but come this year I was like, all right, we need to have a website to showcase all of our work, because I did have a couple of people kind of reach out and be like, hey, do you have a website? Can I see your work? So I finally made my website. I was a little picky about the design and how I kind of laid things out. That's why it took me this long to create it, because there's so many ways and possibilities to design a website. So I finally just kind of sat down and honed down on a design that just made sense for my brand and a way to kind of incorporate my YouTube channel too into my website. So that's done. The second thing is create a Facebook page. I have this love-hate relationship with Facebook. I don't really use it for my personal as much, but then I did consider making a Facebook page for my business as a way to maybe engage more audience, and maybe this could potentially provide more leads for my projects. So I did create one. So the next thing on my list was sign up for Material Bank. If you guys don't know what Material Bank is, let me put you on. If you have your business, or if you are an interior designer that's part of a design firm, highly suggest you sign up for Material Bank. It's basically an online like resource tool where you can look up and get all these free samples for your project and have overnight shipping. Yes, I am telling you guys, it is absolutely free. It is a phenomenal resource that I had to sign up for, and it took me this long to sign up because you have to have a legit website. If you have a professional email, I think that will help you get accepted more. I got accepted right away, but I know some people that have like, let's say it was sji@gmail.com, they might take a little bit while to accept you, so just make sure you have like an actual professional email. And the other thing is business cards. So because I didn't have my website, I was like, I can't really release my business cards or whatever. So one thing my design assistant suggested is, why don't I have virtual business cards? So I don't know if you guys have heard of virtual business cards, but this is like the new way to do business. So it's basically like this little card. I paid a little extra money just to have my logo, but essentially if you have an iPhone X and newer, all you have to do is just kind of tap the bottom of your phone and this kind of Safari link comes up. You have like all the links to your socials. I don't have an iPhone X, I have an iPhone 8 Plus, so I have to use the barcode scan. Just open up my camera and it still gives me the my biography or whatever, or my links. So I thought that was really neat to kind of do business. And nowadays with people like exchanging business cards, like I feel like people end up throwing that away. I mean, I would say like maybe it's still good to have maybe like 5 copies or something. The last thing I have in here is find a handyman. I'm having just trouble finding a dedicated handyman for like to have my go-to. There was one guy who was the absolute best, but he lives in Wisconsin and I'm in Illinois. If only he was here. If you guys know anyone who works as a handyman, is professional, reliable, and just awesome, please send them my way. I have work for you. I'm always on the hunt for a good handyman to install like curtain rods or assemble furniture, that sort of stuff. I mean, I've had okay luck with finding handyman, but some people just are weird, some people are unprofessional, so please let me know. So now we're gonna move on to long-term goals, and I feel like these goals are going to be kind of spread out throughout the year, but I'm gonna find ways to implement and make these changes. And the first one I have on here is post more on social media and engage. So with YouTube, Instagram, and now Facebook, sometimes I do feel a little bit lost on what to post and which account to post it on. So I signed up for Planoly. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's basically a source where you can plan out Instagram posts and you can see how your profile could look like with all these pictures that you schedule to post. And I kind of have like an aesthetic I want to follow on my Instagram profile. I met with my design assistant and we just kind of got together and brainstorm marketing ideas and posts that we can post on Instagram and share that on Facebook. So we have a plan now, we have a schedule, and I think we are good on posting for about a month, and then next month we'll just meet again to kind of curate and produce more content. I'm really excited about this because I used to post maybe like once a month, and that's just like not good. Like I need to drive more traffic and, you know, get more leads. The next thing is kind of like questionable, is start a blog. Blogs are very time consuming, and I also have a YouTube channel, so I might kind of transfer the videos that I have done already into a blog, but I know that's going to require so much work, so this is why I'm like questioning why, or like if I should do it. I feel like it is a good idea because I know sometimes people don't want to watch a video, they just want to read something. So that's kind of up in the air right now. I may decide to do it, I may not. Maybe I'll just start slow, but that's kind of a goal. I do want to eventually do it. So the next thing I have is higher budget projects. And what I kind of mean by that is eventually it'll be a dream to work with $1 million budgets, but for now I'm just kind of starting small, and I am seeing a little bit of increase on the projects that I get, and that is good because we like higher budgets. A long-term goal that I know it's going to take a little bit of time, and this kind of goes hand in hand with my next goal, which is more full-service projects than e-design. Although I do love having my e-design clients, I also find that I enjoy full-service projects just a little bit more. And the reason is because with full service, I am literally every step of the way there. I'm in control, I know what's happening, and I can see like the whole process. And I also take on more responsibility, which I love. Like this is why people hire me to, you know, handle this whole project. And I just love full service because I get involved with like tiles and construction drawings, and I get to walk through the construction process and talk to the general contractors and all this good stuff that I truly enjoy, and that just like that's where my passion is. So maybe in the future like I'll still do e-design, but maybe I'll just kind of minimize it a little bit. But for now, we're happily taking both. Moving on, I have listing lessons learned from each project. So I remember there was this one girl that talked about how when she worked on a project, she listed and wrote down what she learned from the project or if any mistakes made. And I don't know why I just recently thought of this. I was like, you know what? I think that would be a really good idea for me to sit down at the end of each project and just kind of write down any mistakes made so I can learn from it, the pros, or not the pros, but like the good and the bad, just kind of list and talk about that project, so that way I have like, it's kind of like a reference So when I look back, I'm like, what did I do on this project? And then this just kind of helps me evolve in the future. The next thing is finding more trade source companies. And I have been signing up for more design furniture stores, meaning it's trade exclusive. So these furniture lines or these stores only sell to designers and it's exclusive. And I want to get more into that field because they offer a little bit more variety on the furniture, a little more unique. So when I design for a client, it doesn't look like a repeat of a different project or another project, if you guys know what I mean. So I've already signed up for a few, I got accepted, and I'm still on the hunt for a little bit more. So I might take you on a trip to view some furniture stores or something like that. The last thing is, depending on how the situation goes on this whole pandemic, is travel more. I absolutely love traveling. I think this is a great source to get more design inspiration. So we'll just see how things go with COVID and the restrictions. So that's on my list, but we'll see. Well, those are all my goals for this year. I am super excited about what's to come. I'm gonna just keep manifesting everything and have a positive outlook on whatever happens. But yeah, I will most likely do like an end of the year recap, just kind of recapping everything and let you guys know what went down, what happened. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel to help me continue growing. It really helps me continue making content like this. And yeah, let me know, what are your goals for this year? Drop it down in the comments below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.